When administrators look to improve a hospital brand, the first instinct is often visual. They reach for a new logo, an updated color scheme, or a fresh coat of paint for the entrance. A new look changes the exterior, but the actual brand lives in the gap between the promise your marketing makes and the care your frontline staff delivers. To measure that gap in your facility, we are walking through a 5-step patient experience audit you can conduct today with a clipboard and floor-level observations. Long-term patient trust is not created in a marketing department. It is built on the clinical floor, which means your staff is the actual brand. Step 1 is to define your one-sentence promise. Write down the specific guarantee you intend to make to every patient who enters the building. If leadership fails to define this promise, the staff lacks a unified standard for delivery. This leads to inconsistent care that changes depending on which shift is on duty. This promise anchors the 5 pillars of hospital branding. Identity provides the initial recognition, but the true brand is built on what follows. Pillar 2, the promise, is what you commit to deliver, whether that's speed, clinical expertise, or compassion. Step 2 tests that promise against reality through a 5-patient, 1-word audit. Walk the floor today and ask 5 different patients a single question. What 1 word describes your experience here? The goal is to listen without reacting. If a patient offers a negative word, do not try to explain away the operational challenges or correct their perspective. Whether those 5 words are compassionate or confusing, they represent the current reputation your patients are sharing with their neighbors. Step 3 is the patient touchpoint walkthrough. Follow the patient's physical route. Start at the parking lot, move through the reception area, and finish at the billing counter. You must view these spaces through the eyes of an anxious patient, rather than the eyes of an administrator focused on operational efficiency. Step 4 applies this observation to your team with a staff alignment check. Ask staff members from different departments, security, nursing, and administration, 1 question: what makes our hospital different? Consistent answers suggest a strong internal culture. Fractured, varying responses indicate a training gap but prevents the staff from delivering on the brand promise. A single broken touchpoint, such as a rude interaction at the billing counter, can override the impact of an entire marketing budget dedicated to compassionate care. Step 5 is to design one signature experience. This is a low-cost, repeatable interaction that proves your hospital keeps its promise. Consider 2 identical hospitals. Hospital A invested in expensive logos and printed brochures. Hospital B used modest signage but provided a signature experience, a handwritten doctor's discharge note. Within 3 years, Hospital B achieved 4 times the referral rate. Hospital B grew through the word of mouth generated by that single, consistent human connection. Brainstorm a unique, empathetic touchpoint that your team can deliver every day, much like that handwritten note. Establishing a personal connection with patients drives referrals and long-term trust faster than an advertising budget ever could. By completing this audit, you have a real-time pulse on your brand, a list of operational gaps to close, and a plan for a signature experience. This leads to the ultimate pressure test. If every logo, banner, and sign identifying your hospital disappeared overnight, what would still make patients choose you? At Ames, patients travel across the country because of the institution's reputation for care, regardless of the visual branding on the building. Legacy institutions like CMC Valor are built on a consistent promise kept over decades, not on the strength of a marketing campaign. True branding is what patients feel when they leave your care. Skip the next marketing meeting, grab a clipboard, and go ask your first patient for their 1 word.